Hey guys, Randy back again here with my weekend review. I'm going to be doing the review on GU as always. Remember on Wednesday what I said? I said that I was going to stop selling from the 72 the 72% fib area. Okay, so as you can see, price got to this point and it actually U-turned. All right, so let me just mark that. But remember, we also had an opportunity in the 1 hour time frame. All right, so I'm going to go to the 1 hour time frame. If you missed my review, go back and watch that. It will make this video will make a lot more sense if you watch that episode and then come back to this to see what actually ended up happening from what um I I saw the market was doing. Okay, so remember we have this order block here. Okay, we can call this our point of entry. Okay, this is our point of entry, which is a H1 order block. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to place my fib from the high to the low in this case. Okay, and I will mark up my 72% zone. All right, 72% zone, and then once I do that, I'll delete the fib. All right, so that was my point of entry, point of interest. Okay, I was waiting for price to get to that zone, and once it got to that, I was actually going to target the 171 point one sorry, the fib extension. My first fib extension was just 77 minus 70 27.2. Okay, so that's my target, my final target. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place my range. Okay, from the 72% all the way down to the minus 27.2. Okay, and then I will delete that. Okay, so when price is already like when I start to see a pullback, I'll already mark this. Okay, I will already place my range, and I'm just expecting price to get to my zone, and then I'll go to the lower time frame to try to find an entry. Okay, so my higher time frame range is a 3.4R, but this 3.4R can become a 6R, 5R, 7R trade if I get my entry from the lower time frame. Okay, I keep repeating this so this can actually sink in your head. Okay, like you need to remember this. Okay. So let me go to the 15-minute time frame. Okay, 15-minute time frame. What did we have? Okay. If you don't want to go, and also like if you don't have to go to the lower time frame in order for you to catch an entry. Okay. Once you get your higher time frame zone, okay, what you can do is just like place a sell limit here and place your stop loss above here. Okay, and then your target is minus 72 minus 70 27.2 fib zone. Okay, your stop loss is slightly above the 100% fib zone. Okay, and you can catch yourself a nice 3.4R. I like to go to the lower time. This is my preference, really. Like I like to go to the lower time frame because I actually want to turn this 3.4R into a 5 or a 6 or a 7 or an 8R. Okay, so that's actually what I like to do, but you don't have to do that. Okay, just so we get it out of the way. Okay, so let's go to a 5-minute time frame. Let's see what happened there. Okay, in the 5-minute time frame, as you can see, price was clicking higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. The touch the fib 72% zone. Okay, when that happened, and then you get something like this, what I like to do is I'll place a sell stop. Okay, sell stop just below there, and then I'll place my my stop loss just above there because I know that once price actually if price actually taps me in, there a smaller chance of actually of price coming all the way up here to take me out before it can go. Okay, so I would have done that, and then I will have targeted my 27 again. Okay, minus 27.2. You see here, it's not really big. Okay, it turned that trade into it turned that trade into a 3.94R, which is not bad. Okay, which is not bad. And then boom, TP was hit. Okay, but there was also like another entry in case you've missed that. Okay, there was another entry which is actually just similar to the higher time frame zone. Okay, and that entry would have been this high to this low. Okay, this high to this low. You would have placed your sell limit order right there. Okay, and then stop loss slightly above the 100% zone, and TP is the minus 27.2 fib level on the H4 time frame. Okay, so now this is where it got interesting. Okay, so now that trade became a 7.95 R. They just rounded up to an 8 R. Okay, this was an 8 R trade. So remember, guys, like if you taking a trade like this, like if you risking 1%, but it's like you're making 8% literally. Okay, so that's actually why I like to go into the lower time frames, trying to catch the internal structure. Because the internal structure will give you a much better risk to reward ratio. Okay, so that was that trade. So that was really an amazing trade, guys. It was really an amazing trade. If you had missed this entry, you would have taken this. And this, what you see here is news. And also, I'm also going to repeat this, that news does not change the direction of the market. It only confirms where it wants to go. Sometimes they may release news and they start to do these funny things. Okay, these spikes down, they may even spike you. They may spike from both sides just to take liquidity, and then they'll move to your initial direction. Okay, so that was that trade. And now, what should we expect from next week? The good question is, what should we expect from next week? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the H4 time frame. Okay, in the H4 time frame, what I'm going to do is, as you can see now, I was waiting for price. And like, remember, like this to me is a breaker structure. Okay, that to me is a breaker structure. Okay, and that's the candle responsible for the break. Okay, let me just place my fib from the low to the high. Okay, and I'll place my 72% fib zone. Okay, 72% fib zone, and then also place my range. Okay, so that's my range right there. Okay, stop loss just below the 100% zone, and I'm aiming for what? Minus 27 point two. Okay, percent. All right. So now let me delete the fib. Okay, so I don't want to mark this because it's very big. This order block is really, really big. I'm gonna try to see what we have on the lower time frame. Okay, lower time frame, we don't really have something, but I can see this fair value gap here of which price actually reacted to. Okay, price reacted to that FVG already. That leads me, it reacted to that FVG, and then we had what? We had another breaker structure here. Yeah, it's a breaker structure for me. Leads me to believe that buyers are now in control of this market. Okay, so I break structure there. I can also say that this could probably be like a change of character or some shit like that. Yeah, not quite, not really change of character until we have another break. But I'm just gonna, for me, like price close above here to me is really to break the structure because buyers broke the structure here and broke that structure there. It means they really are in control now. Okay, so look at what's really interesting now. Okay, so you got that breaker structure. Okay, and then we have this candle here responsible for that break. I'm not gonna mark that. I'm actually going to mark this little FVG down there. Okay, and I'm also going to place my fib from the low to the high right there. And then I will mark my 72%. You see right there, the 72% zone has been hit. I'm not going to mark it. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to place my new range now. Okay, so now that's my new range. Stop loss just below 100%. And I'm targeting the H4. Remember, I'm targeting the H4 minus 27.2 zone. Okay, so it turns that trade into a 4.67 R. Okay, because now we already bullish for next week. We are really already bullish, and the price closed at an area of entry. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete that. Okay, and then go to the M15. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, now M15. What do we see here? Okay, it's not like if you taking sell limit orders from the higher time frame, like remember you're not waiting for a confirmation. Okay, you're not really for confirmation. You just place your sell limit. Whatever happens in the lower time frame, you don't care. But if you really want to be involved, like if you want to catch, if you want to turn this trade into like a 7 or 8 R, now you need to go to the lower time frame, the M15, the 5 minute time frame to actually see, like to read what the market structure is doing in order for you to catch this sniper entries. That way you can capitalize. That way you can turn this trade into an even bigger trade. Okay, so that's just need you guys to get that. Like it really needs to sink in. Okay, so in the lower time frame M15, there's no confirmation that buyers are in. Okay, there are no confirmation that buyers are in. What I will be looking for when market opens on Monday is break a structure like that. Okay, so I'm actually looking for price to break the zone here. Okay, market BOS right there. Okay, I'm looking for a break a structure like that. Okay, and then I'll place my fib from the low to the high point. Okay, and then I will place my buy limit order now from there. Okay, stop loss just below the 100% zone, and now I will target this. I'm not targeting the H4 target anymore. Why? Because already this trade here is an 11R. What more do you need? Like, why do you want to go for you want to go for this? Why do you want to go for this? Okay, which will be good. That's probably like a that's like a 2022.74R. That's actually a great trade, but as a beginner, I wouldn't advise you to go for that. Like, just go for something that's very, very reasonable and very yeah. I'm gonna go for this. Okay, I'm gonna go for this, which is like an 11.11R. That's good for me. I reach 1% or 2%. By the time market gets you on the funded account, on a $100,000 account, $50,000 account, you are good. You are good. Like after a trade like this, you can request for a payout and then you're done for that month. Okay, so really, really bear that in mind. Okay, so I'm gonna go for that target, and that's what I'm looking at for next week. And then again, this is the high, like there's a high probability of this happening. Okay, but then again, we may see some funny move like what ended up happening here on Wednesday. Like I was expecting price to actually turn from here, and then it broke above there, and then did this funny things, and then it dropped. Okay, so in case this does not work, I'm just gonna wait to read March. Wait for I'm just gonna sit on my hand and wait to see what price is going to do next. Okay, but for me, this is something that there's a probability of actually getting this move next week. Okay, so that is it for the weekend review. I hope this was a really nice episode for you. I hope you learned a lot out of it. I'm going to start doing this every Wednesday and Saturday. Okay, so it's only going to be on GU, by the way. Like there's no other pair. I might like switch it up to like EU sometimes, but it's mostly GU. Okay, so guys, have an amazing weekend. Just make sure to review your trades or the trades that you took last week. That way you can have an insight of what you can do better, what can be improved. That way you don't repeat this, you don't take the same mistakes into the following week. Enjoy your weekend, and Randy out.